Okay, your element of art is already finished. And although today we start uh, the new topic called observation drawing, but still using your what you have learned from element of art before. So apa saja yang ada dalam ni ada sangkut paut dengan lesson yang lepas lah. So you don't have to worry because everything is already been told. And um, today is observation of drawing, because before we start to do anything we have to observe the thing that you see or you do, like like drawing. Everything you see in front of you, when you need to draw, and just draw what just draw what you see, not draw what you know. Because if you know the thing in front of you, quite difficult for you to make an artwork ataupun to make a drawing. So whatever you see, which angle you sit, which angle you look at the object, just draw like what which place you sit, which place the place that you look at the object. And it's like you using your camera, your eyes gonna be turned like a camera's lens. Everything that you see from the place that you sit, then the images that you see, that one that you have to draw. If you know the things that in front of you, you might draw behind the object that is, you trying to draw behind the object. Let's say make a little mistake. And the observation here, when you look at something in front of you, you have to see where is the first thing you have to see is what is the shape, what kind of shape, and the kind of what is the things, the form of the object. And where is the light came from. The most important is when you want to do value mean rendering, render, then the light is very important. I mean, the good is the good to draw the thing is when you see the light and you know where is the shadow, right? Bila kita tengok sesuatu yang kita nak lukis, jangan lukis based on apa yang kamu faham. Okay? Kamu kena lukis based on apa yang kamu tengok, apa yang ada di depan kamu. Mata kita kena tukar macam lens kamera. Biasanya bila kita shoot sesuatu, bila kita ambil gambar pada sesuatu benda kan, kita akan tengok satu angle saja, satu position saja. Betul tak? Dan kita boleh nampak ada cahaya dan kita boleh nampak ada bayang. Dan kita tahu di mana arah cahaya. Tetapi kalau kita based on kita punya kepahaman tentang sesuatu yang kita tengok tu, kita akan tahu objek tu keseluruhan, maknanya 360 darjah ataupun apa yang ada di belakang objek tu. Contohnya kalau kita lukis apalah kan, dan kita tahu, katalah kita lukis bunga lah contohnya kan. Kita nampak dari depan bunga dan kita tahu di belakang tu ada daun. Tapi di dalam image yang kamu nampak, daun tu tak nampak. Image yang kamu tengok pada gambar yang kamu dah shoot tu, daun tu tak nampak. So kamu jangan lukis daun tu sebab kamu tak nampak. Contoh maknanya just draw what you see. Don't draw what you think. Just don't draw what you understand of the things that you see. Faham kan? Then hari ini adalah observation, dan observation tu saya bahagikan kepada dua. So this observation for your first task, this assignment, they have two tasks. They have one is man-made things. The second task is nature. So today you have to find the things that you know that have that apa nama ni, apa saja benda yang ada pada kamu lah. Ada mak ke contohnya, ada pasu bunga ke, ada apa saja yang ada berhampiran dengan kamu, yang itu yang seharusnya kamu lukis. Maknanya apa saja benda lah, benda tu maknanya man-made tu maknanya benda benda yang bukan nature. Man-made is a thing that's not a nature. So this week we are focusing on only man-made, like a pot of flower, like mug, like like what thing around you, yang tu saja. So you don't have to go out to find something like flower ke, or you look at the tree ke. No, don't have, because that for the nature we will learn next week. It's easier. Most of the drawing that you need to do today is the technique is a gesture drawing, and beside gesture drawing, whatever thing that you have learned before, like apa nama ni, element of art last week, they have a form, they have a shape, they have a texture and line and a value and color and space, right? So all element in art you have to put in the drawing, in the apa nama, observation drawing. So things that element of art should be in observation drawing. Observation means, like I told you just now, you have to look properly the thing. And when you draw the thing, make sure they have a 6 element in the object that you are drawing, including, exclude color. So today we don't have to use a color. Maybe next week we try to, to get wet medium. So you need to prepare a brush or brushes and Chinese ink for next week task. But this week only using dry medium like pencil, pen and everything, outline, marker, everything to draw on this flat surface like paper or canvases or box or whatever that that flat like surface. Ada soalan tak? Do you have any question before I go further? Ada soalan? Any question? Ada soalan? Ataupun tak ada orang ni? Ada orang tak?
Ada sir, saya biasa ada.
Tak ada soalan
Tak ada.
Tak ada sir.
Sarah ada ke dalam ni, Sarah? Are you here, Sarah? Sarah Johari? Tak ada Sarah is a new student.
Saya tengok tak ada sir.
Ada Kejap saya nak forward. Saya nak forward kejap. Saya nak forward. Okay. Sebelum tu ada apa-apa soalan tentang observation? Semua faham ke?
Faham sir?
Faham Senang
Boleh lah, nak buat tu lah.
Okay, observation drawing, observational drawing, observational art is easily defined as drawing or painting from life. Ada seorang masuk ni. Okay. The image is not taken from either a photograph or imagination but from real life observation. Maknanya the things that you taken is bukan daripada not from is taken not from photograph lah. Maknanya the things that you taken is from the real things, from the real life. Traditionally, the subject matter is rendered as accurate as possible. Observational drawing is a drawing that what you see, it's as simple as complicated as that. It can be a flower, a person. Ini bukan ini untuk yang untuk nature It can be a flower, a person, a still life, a landscape, whatever. Yang itu adalah untuk next week punya task. So today only man-made things, but it's drawing what you see in front of you as a realistic and as true to life as possible. Understand about the drawing from observation and observing the real thing as you complete a drawing. You have to think about positioning, angle, supporting, space, and most important is a shadow and highlight. This is as important to the overall success of your subject matter. Learn how to record what you actually see rather than what something look like. And they have a few tips, observation you need to know. Number one, look at what you are drawing. Maknanya look at the thing that you need to draw. And number two, draw from real object whenever possible. Don't trace any object that you see or from, for example, from the picture or from the photograph, but not advisable today, or drawing from photograph. But if you do from photograph, but don't trace. The most important, don't trace. If you trace, then that means the observation tak berlaku, kan? Kamu tak observe sebab kamu trace. So kita harus melihat apa yang kita nampak. Kalau if you your reference is from the picture, maybe you can use grid line. The grid line is a very simple method to do some drawing. Then understand of perspective. Number 4 is understand of perspective drawing. Tapi kita belum belajar lagi perspektif kan. Kita akan belajar selepas observation ni lah. And then number 5 is keep the outline light. Maknanya when you draw, don't put too dark for the outline of the drawing, because after we do drawing, a sketching, the outline, we need to do a value to get the images like 3D form, because the first step after we see anything in front, what we should do is to do an outline, and when you get all the form from your the shape from your outline, and you need to make a rendering is a value to get a form like a shape, make a form. Then we can see a 3D. When we look at the image, after you render, it's look 3D, that is a form. So the outline, don't make it very light. The outline, make it very light, and except the the place that that opposite light, they have a shadow, right? When they have a shadow, so the things that have a shadow, then you can use thick line, because thick is represent a shadow. You have to remember thin and thick. Thin is represent where is the light come from, and the other one, the opposite one is thick line. That means that is the shadow, that is a space for shadow. Okay, and you have a good range of tone, meaning from the light to the dark, from the thin line to the thick line. Then you, like I said just now, you need to do a value, you need to render, and you need to have a good range of tone. I mean, they have a variety tone, like 100% black, and slowly 80% black, and slowly 60, and maybe 30, 20, and 10% black. And the thin thin line, you don't have to do anything. Just leave it white on the paper. Faham Susah nak explain sikit, explain sebab normally I I do some tutorial, it's easier. But never mind, after this I will do some demonstration how to use how to do, like to from shape to be a form. Okay, and contohnya contoh for example, okay, apa nak draw ni? Okay, contoh ni, kamu nampak tak ni? Nampak tak tangan saya Okay, katalah saya nak lukis ni. Let's say I want to draw this thing, and I want to observe this, and when you observe something, then just draw a very thin line. Very thin line. And the understanding of perspective is very important here. Thin line mean like a gesture drawing. Okay. Okay, now I got I have already the shape of the thing that I see. Okay, where is the light come from here? Now the light is come from here. That means the light is come from here. So when the light come from here, you already notice that this is where light comes from. Then definitely this section should be dark, right? So maybe you can put a little darken here, right? And the dark, like I said just now, the dark is represent or the thick line is represent shadow. So make it a value here. Just put some rendering to make a value. That means to make a shadow. And just do very gently, because this is a pencil or graphite. If you're using a pen or art line, the technique slightly different, because pen or art line you cannot render like a pencil medium, because pencil easy to render and you can make a very good or very flat tone. Okay. So the thick line here, make it, make it like they have no line, they have no outline. Okay. Here is a shadow. It's a shadow, and maybe this part do a little bit dark, right? And or maybe they have some rendering here, but when you put some rendering here, make sure this area and that area look a different percentage of tone. Okay, different percentage of tone. Just to make an outline disappear. Otherwise, you cannot see the thing in in a full image. So make it slightly darken here. Okay. So now, yeah, that's the thing that why I see in fun, right? So now you know light is from here, and this is definitely dark, and maybe you have some here like like a shadow. And this part also. Maybe this part is slightly darker. Okay. Alright. Paham kan? Understand? Okay. This is organic object, but if you do like oh no, sorry, this is apa nama ni, geometric object. If you do like organic, like for example this one, I need to draw this one, then also you have to apa nama ni, observe the thing first, and observe the light, and observe the form. Because I have a very bright light here, so maybe I use my to get a light, use my handphone to get a light, and oh, I draw this one. I draw this. Here you can see, I can see the light from the shadow from behind. Okay. This is where the light came from, and trying to get a shadow. So this is the shadow. That means here should be a slightly dark line, because afterward we have to make it this area dark as a shadow. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
so kita orang kena buat macam sebuah ni lah. Maksudnya satu benda ke tak kisah banyak-banyak benda?
Hari ni buatlah banyak mana pun. Nanti saya bagi tahu berapa banyak nak kena buat.
Okay.
Dah dapatlah shadow. So sebenarnya shadow ni sangat penting sebab untuk menampakkan dia jadi 3D ataupun untuk menampakkan dia form, sangat penting shadow. Usually when you do rendering for shadow, make sure sometime make sure you have to make it quite dark. Okay, then this part I have, what I observe here, I have a slightly a shadow here. Shadow here, and here somewhere this part, very little and gentle line. Okay. Awak boleh je guna, for example, you use a finger like macam ni boleh je guna finger, but after you use a finger, don't leave the images macam ni. Kena add in some more stroke. Add in some more stroke. Maybe you use a finger to make it to make it a line look this line look blur, or look look not really dark here, because just now saya terbuat dia agak gelap. So you have to add in some more rendering here to get a form of apa nama benda yang kamu tengok tu lah. Okay. And sometime line is kadang-kadang kita nak tunjukkan juga garisan tu. So okay. But ada dua. Ada two different things man-made. Okay, now we have okay, lagi satu, when you do something like like organic things, like usually kalau man-made ni sifat dia adalah organic lah Katalah kamu buat vas contohnya Okay. Botol lah, botol. Nampak kan? If you see my line here, this is called a gesture line. Gesture is a line that I'm calling this line is a search line. Search line, jangan padam, don't erase. Whatever mistake line that you have done, don't erase, because the mistake sometimes make beauty, and the mistake is the way you learn how to draw. So to get a light here, make it some, I'm doing this laju sikit quite fast here. When you do this area, definitely this is a dark area. This is a dark area because light come from here, and something here, kita dark, and here. And this part is definitely light, right? Because this is dark and this part is definitely light. But how gonna show this part is this area is a shape of the whole things? Because if you not doing anything here, kalau awak tak ada buat apa-apa di sebelah sini, mungkin awak tak nampak ni. Awak tak nampak apa sebenarnya bentuk ni kan. Jadi to show that what kind of form here yang kita lukis ni, nak render dalam tak boleh. If you buat value di sini, nanti dia akan nampak the whole object is dark kan. So mana arah cahaya kita tak tahu. So in order to make it this area light, you make it a dark outside of the object. Faham? Yang ini adalah salah satu daripada ni lah. Gelapkan di sini. Jadi bila kamu gelapkan di luar, kamu boleh buat garisan yang gelap di sini. So to make the dark line disappear, you have to render outside the object. Kan? Nampak Kalau tak nampak bagi tahu ke awak tak tengok, awak tidur.
So ke bawah sikit lukisan.
Oh sikit.
Tadi.
okey.
Okey.
Tadi sekejap ni semua orang. Tak tengok lah tu.
Saya
Kami
tengok.
observation.
Saya tengah makan.
Tengah observe. Okey, tengok benda yang ada tiga yang berbeza. Okey kan? Ni kamu render semua, tapi ada differentiate of ada variety of tone ataupun a range of tone sini. Tonal, this is called tonal value ni dark, ni light. Dan kita tahu cahaya tu definitely datang di sini. Cumanya kita render di sini dengan tone yang light sebab nak tunjukkan form. Faham kan? Yang ini pula shadow dia tu very contrast shadow, because obviously cahaya datang dari sini dan kita akan nampak the whole thing, and saya nak tunjukkan ni sebenarnya ni reflection dark, and suddenly here is a light kan. Light mean reflection from the floor, lantai, dia reflect lantai. That's why dia ada light kat sini. Tak kisah color apa pun, merah, biru, kuning tak kisah, tapi since dia terletak di atas lantai ataupun the thing is on the floor, definitely dia akan ada reflection, floor punya reflection. So that's why dia terang kat sini gelap kat sini. Yang ini pula, yang ini untuk menunjukkan to show this is a form, so beside make it here is a shadow for because where is the light came from. So di sini kalau kamu guna teknik yang ini kan, untuk objek yang ini kamu tak akan nampak ni. Kamu tak akan nampak line sini. So that's why kita kena buat render di luar daripada objek. Barulah kita nampak keseluruhan objek tu. Okay, faham kan? Dan lagi satu sebenarnya di sini dia akan ada shadow di sini. Akan ada penambahan shadow di sini because cahaya datang di sini, definitely dia akan ada lagi. Tapi slowly dia akan jadi inilah, akan jadi light kat sini. Gradient lah, jadi gradient. Okay, nampak? Kan? So ada 3 benda yang bukan kata berlainan sangat, tapi di sini saya rasa kamu faham, kan? Okey, boleh buat So far ada
Boleh sir.
soalan? Senanglah. Ini apa?
Kita nak berapa objek? Tak tahu lagi.
Saya nak berapa objek?